Imagine walking through a place so massive, so breathtaking, that it once held thousands of rooms, endless courtyards, and halls large enough to swallow modern stadiums. Now imagine that same place reduced to almost nothing. Just a few stones, scattered walls, or faint outlines on the ground. Throughout history, some of the largest and most incredible palaces ever built have nearly vanished from our world, leaving behind only whispers of their former glory. And what's even more surprising is that most people today barely know they existed. Take the Palace of Knossos on the island of Crete. At its height, it was one of the most advanced complexes in the ancient world, filled with colorful frescoes, vast staircases, intricate plumbing systems, and a layout so complex that it might be the root of the labyrinth myth. But over thousands of years, natural disasters, invasions, and erosion slowly stripped away its grandeur. Today, only portions remain, and even those are heavily reconstructed, making it difficult to grasp how enormous and advanced the original palace truly was. Then there's the imperial Weiyang Palace in ancient China, part of the Han Dynasty capital. Historical records describe it as one of the largest palace complexes ever built, far bigger than the Forbidden City, with gates, gardens, reception halls, and ceremonial spaces extending over an enormous area. This palace was once the beating heart of an empire, where major political and cultural decisions shaped Chinese history. Yet now, nearly all of it has disappeared. In its place lie faint ruins and archaeological traces scattered across farmland. A structure once larger than many modern cities has almost fully faded from view. Even the fabled palace of the Umayyads in Damascus, often called the City of the Desert, has mostly vanished. It was said to contain towering walls, vast courtyards, and architectural designs that influenced future Islamic construction for centuries. But fires, earthquakes, and waves of conquest destroyed most of it. What survives today are fragments of foundations and scattered structural remains, barely hinting at the dazzling beauty that once stood there. Another example is the 5th century palace of the Sassanid kings in Ctesiphon. At one time, it was the symbol of imperial Persian power, with its spectacular vaulted hall known as the Tak Khazra, the largest brick arch in the world. But wars, neglect, and centuries of extreme weather have erased most of the palace, leaving only the arch standing, fragile against the desert winds. It's a lonely reminder of a massive complex that once represented the center of a mighty empire. And perhaps the most mysterious disappearance is the royal palace complex of the Khmer Empire at Angkor. While Angkor Wat still survives, the enormous wooden palaces where the kings lived are gone. They were built on a scale believed to be astonishing for their time. Towering buildings made from timber, decorated with gold, and surrounded by water channels and reservoirs. Because wood decays, almost nothing remains, and modern archaeologists can only detect outlines using ground scanning technology. The heart of an empire that ruled much of Southeast Asia essentially evaporated into the soil. What all these places reveal is simple. Human history is full of wonders that were once unimaginably grand, but have all but disappeared. Palaces that housed kings, shaped empires, and witnessed turning points in civilization now survive only as ruins, dust, or faint marks on the earth. It's a reminder that even the greatest human achievements are fragile, vulnerable to time, nature, and conflict. And it makes us wonder, how many other magnificent structures from the past were so completely erased that we'll never even know they existed?